$100,000 in somebody's pocket I just met? No. There's no investment that I would ever do that for nobody. But if you with me and you thug it out and you show me, guess what? You're appreciative and you can work with me. And guess what? This is not just I'm giving and you're taking. This is a mutual thing to whereas, yeah, that could be something a little bit different. But when you know your worth, it makes you stop everything and reanalyze yourself, reanalyze your situation, and reanalyze what's going on in your fucking world. And guess what happens? When you know better, you do better. And when you do better, guess what? These people will become obsolete because your energy will no longer attract that. Your energy will attract what it's supposed to attract.
Damn right.
Doing stuff for somebody out the kindness of your heart, if your heart is built like that, guess what? Do it. Because guess what? Don't let a motherfucker change you and who you are. But know that guess what? When they show that sign, and guess what? Everything you're doing for them, they don't appreciate it. They feel like they entitled to it. I'm sorry, no disrespect, but tell them to suck your dick. Even if you ain't got one. Go pull your dildo out of your fucking drawer and tell them to go suck on that shit. Because at the end of the day, guess what? If a motherfucker ain't willing to do that for them, why should you?
Exactly.
You mean to tell me we got a billion people in the world and not a one motherfucker want to step up and help you?
Or they drop you off somewhere random.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? We all got stories about it. But the funny part is, you know why we don't talk about it? Because we don't want to burden people with the shit that we got. Now, you know what? People call me, yo, bro, you was a sucker for that. No, I'm not. Want to know why? Because I live by the golden rule. You never know one
Universal
day.
law.
You never know what day when you be in that situation and you need the help.
Exactly. Universal laws, real.
Yep, they
But
live in
with
a
universal law, you still gotta protect your energy, and that's what we keep fucking up. You can't just give to everybody like you said earlier. Everybody don't deserve it, even if you found yourself in that position and you felt the need to want to reach out and help. That ain't always what needs to happen.
You
Period.
know the funniest
Hey
shit I
Tracy,
heard?
go.
I think she's on the call real quick. The
Oh,
funny
okay.
thing that this girl told me, she said, I don't know what I could do for you. You've gotten everything figured out. I said, you know what's funny about it? I never asked you to do anything but to be you. I don't want anything from you. I want to see you win. Because guess
Hmm.
what? You know how I got this acting thing? Somebody saw me and said, you're up next. That means somebody did something for me and they didn't even know me. And I was always told once you are blessed, pass your blessings
Lessons
on.
on. Hmm.
Yep, they live in a very unrealistic world because of the delusion of social media. And yep, I really needed to hear this because I've been dealing with him/slash situation by myself. Oh, listen, don't think you by yourself. Because as long as there's a God on high, he's going to put people in your path to show you that, guess what? You are not alone.
We are those people today, honey.
Okay?
And we wish you the best in dealing with that situation. And my best advice to you is get yourself educated on what narcissism is. Because a lot of us don't know how to recognize it. Because we grew up in loving situations. Or maybe we didn't. Or maybe we were prone to it because maybe we grew up with a narcissistic father. And we didn't know his actions were narcissistic because we did know that that person absolutely had love for us, but they were fucked up in the head. So we accepted their narcissism because we knew where theirs stemmed from. But it still does not excuse it.
And you know what's funny about it? Because Jazz said something earlier. She said she had to deal with that. And when she in the beginning of this broadcast, she started to tell us her story. Let me tell you something. When you got love in your heart and you love yourself, you know what the first thing it is? You want to share that love with the world.
Yep.
You want to sit there. You'll see somebody broken and try to fix them because you want them to be in a better place. You will
You see their
sacrifice your.
potential.
You will sacrifice. Thank you. Thank you. Say that
You
again.
either see their potential or a part of them reminds you of yourself. Those are the two reasons we help people.
Let me tell you something. Don't think you've been bamboozled. You know what you do? You thank God for taking the wool from over your eyes to see who this
You
person was.
thank God for the lesson. That's what you do. You thank God and the universe for those lessons. Because in order to be in this business specifically, entertainment, you have to know how to see those motherfuckers coming, and you have to know how to get the fuck out their way. Or you will never be successful in entertainment. Period.
You know what's funny? This woman, and I don't mind telling you the story, and thank you for listening, by the way. You know what's funny about it? This girl would go to the courthouse and she looked like a white girl. She's Spanish, right?
Uh,
And
sound
guess
like a whole ass eagle. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that.
what? Yo, you're the second person that told me that.
She sound real black. Real black. She might be lying. She might just be light skinned with some good hair.
Say that again. She sound like what? Yeah, you see, I went to the
Uh,
side on you for it because my ear's coming a little closer.
eagle.
Okay. So now let me tell you this. Everybody she works around with is black. So early in the morning, they see me drop her off. You know what's the
Mhm.
funny part? The black lady said, all her coworkers, who the fuck is that that's dropping you off? Because you ain't had nobody drop you off before. And where did you find him at? So, oh, he's an actor. He used to do porn movies. He used to be in the music business. He got his own shit going on. Da, da, da. It's like, does he got a brother? Yeah,
Real quick.
yeah. I got brothers, but guess what? They already taken it. They been through some shit to whereas I wouldn't do that to nobody. But guess what? Every day, there's these three women who stop licking me and try to make themselves noticeable, right? See if they could get
Mhm.
my attention. And I'm sorry. Look, I'm so comfortable in my skin that guess what? I'm not going to go out there and screw somebody because they look better than you or whatever the case may be, because beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Let's be real about this.
Yep.
I can go and think the grass is green on the other side and get something worse than what I already got.
That's very true.
These demons are crafty, but my God is all powerful. Hence, me being on this live and y'all helping me. You helping me. Let me tell you
Cause you
something.
listening to us. Get our little stress out, honey. Thank you.
Let me tell you something. For me to be on this live tonight, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't want to do it. I ain't want to do it. You know what I want to do? Lick my wounds. But you know what's the funny part about it? When I first came on here,
I'm
let
here,
me tell you what
y'all.
the
I'm
first.
here. My bad. My bad. I'm
No,
here.
no, you good. You good, T. Let me tell you what's the first thing that happened when I came on. I saw Jazz say, "Hey, boo, how you?" Jazz said, "Hey, Picasso, that's a little bit too." You know what I'm saying? She let me know the whereas. Guess what? I needed her to tell me that. You want to know why? Because she just set the precedent to whereas if something is uncomfortable to you, you don't let a motherfucker keep going. You stop that at the door. You don't let a
Absolutely.
motherfucker feel like that's acceptable because guess what? A motherfucker will do to you only what you allow him to do.
Every time.
Now, I didn't mean anything by Miss Jazz because guess what? It's my co-host. You know what I'm saying I fucks with Jazz. Jazz fucks with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And if I
right.
was inappropriate, the first thing it is, I expect sis to tell me that is uncomfortable to me. Because I don't know
Yep.
what kind of day she's having. I don't know what she just been through. I don't know what she happened in her life. But guess what? She's expressing it now to whereas guess what? So damn, you in the same situation like me. And the
Hmm.
only reason why I'm up on here with this tonight, not only because of T, because T been hearing what's going on, but guess what? You guys are my therapy. And when I say that, I mean that from the heart. You guys are my therapy because guess what?
Glad we could help.
I don't want nobody to play with me. Tell me what the fuck I need to hear to correct the problem. Because if I don't correct the problem, I'm going to keep getting the same kind of person over and over and over.
Hmm.
And let me just express it to you. They say, be careful what you ask for because you may get it. I got rid of the last girl for doing the same thing. But I'm going to show you something because I ain't never show nobody this. The last girl lived in Minnesota, an Asian girl. Now, black people, we have strong dominance. And I'm going to explain this to you. Our culture is so strong, whereas, let me show you what the Asian girl who thought she was black did in my house. You see my walls?
Oh, hell to the no.
She decided to kick
If
in my
that bitch
wall.
know kung fu, because if not, you can pay me and I can handle that for you in no time. Just, get the bail money ready. Bitch, you tearing up my house?
Wait, she decided to kick in my walls. So let me tell you why she decided to kick in my walls. Because I wouldn't let her talk to me any kind of way. You know what she told me? Because she came out the feds, she's used to talking to people like that. She's used to addressing
Oh.
dudes like that because her baby father turned her into that kind of person because he used to do that to her. She used to want to put her hands on me. And I'm sorry, I'm 6'2.5", almost 6'3", 235 pounds. You ain't putting your hands on me and think you're going to do something to me. Because guess what? I don't only come with certain shit. I got guns too. I don't give a fuck who you are. You come on my property, I'm popping the cap in your ass. We're not going to be
That
playing that
part.
because guess what? Abuse is abuse, no matter how it comes. Okay? Your kids can abuse you. Your family members can abuse you. Your spouse can abuse you. You have to understand that it's more than just, guess what? You trying to help people putting your best foot forward, or anything like that. You are a sole entity in this world. Your
Mhm.
feelings matter, your opinions matter, and you never let a motherfucker try to sit there and sweep that underneath the rugs because guess what? They won't let you do it to them.
Exactly.
They won't let you do that to them. Dad said something about, yo, you got a motherfucker who would sit there and not even be a part of his kid's life and go on social media and make you paint you like you the bad guy.
Right.
Paint you like you the bad guy. Now here's a thing.
I've been every bad mama. I've been every narcissist. This motherfucker, we done have restraining orders. He'll go come and sue me with a fucking restraining order because in the state of Florida, if you get a domestic violence charge, when you go to apply to live somewhere, you're
They
going
run
to
it.
get denied unless you get a private owner that will work with you. So for years, I had to be homeless. And on top of being
That's crazy.
homeless, you know what I'm saying? On
That's
top of
crazy.
being homeless because you put a domestic violence against me when you were the one whooping my ass and trying to kill me, motherfucker done choked the
Narcissist.
shit out of me. And when they filed a domestic violence lawsuit against me, I had to barricade myself in a room one night. This is our last big fight, me and my ex-husband. Last big fight we had. This motherfucker got mad at me. I'm a singer too, Picasso. I don't know if I ever told you that, but I used to sing a
Yep.
lot more than I acted. Singing was my thing
Me
before
too.
acting.
Me too.
So this is the thing. I went to a studio with a friend of his that he introduced me to, told me it was cool for me to record with. And I got off work a little earlier than him, so I said, meet me at the studio. Go to the studio. He never shows up. I don't know where he went after work or if he had to go stay later. I don't really know what the situation was, but I came home at what I thought was a decent hour for me to be a grown ass woman who you and already you knew this was taking place. It's not like I went behind your back to go hang out with some dude. Yes, the person running the studio is a guy, but I paid for my time. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? So he gets home, and I'm talking to a friend, a mutual friend of ours. Actually, the girl who was the best, I thought was my best friend, who was in on the whole setup, by the way.
Okay.
Call her. I'm talking to her about him being bisexual and how I found out and all these things. And how it was like really tearing me up because of how he talked to me, how he was treating me. You told me this was a good man, sis. Whole time that bitch wanted to fuck him. That's why she liked him so much and put me on to him because it was her husband's best friend. The same husband that did things to me that we're not going to talk about on this live. But let's just say, unwillingly, that man slept with me and I was not conscious for it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So I should have never dated his friend. But at that time, I tried to let people be who they were. I didn't want to put him in a category with the friend. But long story short, he sees me, I got my headphones on, and we're living with another friend of his who's already trying to get at me, who was
Yeah.
married, beating his wife in the house while we living there, and then trying to tell me I should take the ass whooping from him for what I did that night. Okay?
What did you
And
do?
then this nigga stalked me for 2 years, him and his friend. This nigga just stopped a year ago. Actually, last year.
Wow.
Last November of last year is the last time I seen that man. But the thing is, he ended up snatching my headphones out my ear while I was talking on the phone, broke my headphones immediately. He said, I want you gone. He used to do this little thing with his hand. Want you gone. I want you gone. Get the fuck out. Kick me out. I said, fine. Let me just pack my things. We don't have to fight about it. If you want me to go, I'll go. Because I don't want to go through this shit no
But
more.
that's too easy. That's too
So he
easy.
had to make sure he swung on me. And when he swung on me, that was the day Tina Turner came up out my ass. And that bitch was Ike. And before we left that night, let me tell you, I couldn't even leave because they wouldn't let me leave the house. Him and the two friends. They
Wow.
would not let me call the police. I tried to call the police. They took the fucking phone from me for a few seconds. No, I'm lying. They didn't
Kidnapping.
take my phone.
That's kidnapping.
But they scared me so bad about it. No, Jazz, we don't want no cops here. This they house. You know what I'm saying? Keep him the fuck away from me then. I barricaded the fucking door. But the next morning, I made all kinds of calls, baby. I went to the battered woman show to the very next day. I'm talking about bruises every fucking where. He got a busted fucking lip. I done gashed his face. But the thing was, he choked me so bad at that last moment after I finally got tired of fighting, got me on the ground, put his hand around my throat. He pushed my fucking trachea in. This shit here, whatever the fuck this is called, it is still a hole where it's not necessarily a hole, but there's an indentation in my throat where he pushed my shit in so far. And I could not finish my song the next day, but I finished that bitch anyway. It don't sound perfect. But I will tell you, the song was literally called Be Free. And I was literally talking in the song about the situation and how I wanted to be free the night before. He came in there and gave me my freedom when he put his fucking hands around my throat. I started to fade away. And I started playing that reel. You know, they say when you're about to die, you start to see the real replay. I saw my son being born. And when that flash came in my head, I'm sorry, I get emotional to think about that
It's
shit.
all right, sis. It's
But
all
when
right.
I seen that fucking shit flash in my head, I thought about that movie Enough with J-Lo. Y'all remember that move where she take your hand up and you bust
Yeah.
that bitch down and pop them in their face? I did that shit. His friend came in and snatched him off me finally after he let him whoop my ass. And then he separated us. But baby, I called every battered woman shelter from Tampa to Orlando, motherfucker. And I got the fuck up out that shit. And I never the fuck looked back after that.
And guess
Because
what?
you're not going to take me away from my babies. I grew up without my daddy and my mama.
Wow.
My mama ain't dead, but I ain't gonna say she dead to me because she's not. I love my mom. We just have our differences. But she didn't raise me. See what I'm saying? So that automatically puts you in the category of somebody who's vulnerable. Thankfully, I had my great aunt and uncle that raised me, but my uncle wasn't always the best. My aunt drank a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up in very, very different situations than most people where I knew my mom. I had a relationship with my mom. I was adopted within the family, like I said. So, but his situation is I got grandma, I got great grandma, I got mama, I got daddy, I got my great granddaddy. Like, come on, bro. You got a whole ass family and you doing this to people for what? I'm less than you because I don't have nobody? Nah, baby, that ain't how it works. But I
By the
made it
way,
through that situation. And then when I dropped my song, every time I posted my song on social media, there was some kind of joke posted on his page. Then when we got the divorce, he told them he wanted to be able to claim the child on his taxes. The courts fucking set it up to where he could claim every other year. Do y'all know that man claimed my son 2 years consecutively? This is the first year I've been able to claim my son in 2 years. This is the first year, well, last year was the first year I had a house of my own. Something he told me I could never do without him. Oh, you a needy bitch. You gonna always need somebody, Jazz. That's who you are.
wow.
But who the fuck you needy too? Your mama sends you money and you 30 something fucking years old. I don't have a mama to send me shit.
Right.
All I got is the man I'm with today. And God, thank you so much, God, for blessing me with another man who could understand my traumas, caused me to be abusive to him in the beginning. I was very mentally abusive to this man when I got with him. And I did not know I was being abusive. Because I thought the things he was doing were showing the same actions as my ex. Because my ex, he would come off like a good person 1 minute and then flip the script. It was Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. So when I needed correcting by my current partner, I was rebelling on that shit because I felt you're being like him. Because why you always got to correct me so much? Why you doing this? Why you doing that? Yo, fuck you, nigga. I was on that shit. I was. First 3 years of our relationship. We've been together 7 years now. That man was patient with me, but that man went through his own traumas, just like I had to go through mine. I was not finished healing when I got with him. And he was up for the challenge because I told him, I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for another relationship. I don't know if I got another relationship in me. I still feel
I don't.
suicidal from this shit. I still feel like I want to drink my ass off so I forget the pain. Like it was a whole bunch going on with me. But thank the Lord for somebody that was patient. And that's why I tell every female, I don't give a fuck what you look like. If your spirit is pure, you're going to meet that person one day that's going to have the patience to help you heal. Not saying it's their job, but if they make the choice, like we said earlier, everybody has a choice. That man chose to put up with every fucking pain I caused him. And I promise on my life, my hand before God, I will do any and everything to make up for the shit I used to do to this man. And he still treats me good. He don't ever try to get me back for nothing I did to hurt him. He makes me realize, hey, you did this shit. Be accountable. But he don't never like, when a dog poop on the floor, you put their nose in it, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my nose in it. He just gonna say his piece, and that's the end of that. And sometimes arguing is healthy. It don't mean you never gonna have a problem. It don't mean that motherfucker ain't never gonna raise their voice, but they might not never raise their hand. And that's all I was looking for. Somebody that ain't gonna raise their hand. And if you are gonna yell at me, make it for a fucking real reason. Don't come up with some bullshit because you can't get your way.
And guess
There's a
what? That's what I was
difference.
dealing with. That's you know the funny part about it. I was putting up with everything that her ex-man that she claims did to him. Okay? I mean, did to her. She said that he would sit there and say that he didn't want to sleep with her. So he would come in the house and she would be in the bed.
My
And he,
man was gay. Y'all live in Atlanta, right?
no, I just moved here. She,
Oh,
she just moved to Atlanta about 5 months. I've only been here for 4 years. Now,
okay, never
I'm going
mind.
to comment on something because somebody in the comment, Kai said, is it like that in ATL too? Does anybody know, like someone with a domestic violence and an armed criminal action conviction probably will be denied from an apartment complex, huh? I don't know
Yeah,
how it
find
is.
a private owner, baby. It's usually like that across the whole United States. But then again, the laws vary from state to state. Just look it up, Google it. Google what are like rental laws and what can you have on your record to get approved.
Now, I'm going to let
And
you
you
know
may
this.
can have somebody write something up for you too. Sometimes, like private owners, they'll accept like if somebody can write a letter like on your behalf, things like that. You might
Right.
still be able to get in. So don't give up hope. There's always hope. I lucked up and got a private owner, thank God. But
And
there's
sometimes you got to
always a
tell
way.
people
There's
your
always a way.
situation. Let me tell you something. If you tell a person your struggle and your situation, you don't know what they've been through. They may even help you. Okay? Because some people, listen, they will listen to your story and say, and they won't ever tell you they've been through that. But they know what they'll do? They'll hear you, they'll hear the pain in your voice. They will see the pain and the hurt in your eyes. And you know what they'll do? For the kindness of their heart, they will open up to you and say, yo, you know what? I'll give you that chance. And this is not your house. And you don't ever have to worry about shit like that again. Now, I will say
Exactly.
this
That's
much.
how I got my first place. I was in the shelter for 2 weeks. That shelter I told y'all I checked into, I only stayed at that shelter for 2 weeks. I got a job and I got my first check. I found a trailer. The trailer was only $700 a month. My check was exactly what I needed. The shelter also did what was called a sliding scale fee, where they would help with a portion of your rent every month.
Right.
So that way I could get out the shelter, get my kids back because he had taken my child all the way to North Carolina against my will.
Kidnapping.
Against my will, took my child back to North Carolina, where we moved from because of domestic violence. I ran down here to get away from him. He moved down here after me, got me kicked out the place I was staying in, so I had to go back with him. That's how we ended up homeless, living in hotels. And then every hotel we lived in, we get kicked out because he was fighting. One time, I'll never forget, I broke a fucking mirror at the hotel. And we
Wow.
couldn't stay because he pissed me off so bad. I just lost it and just punched the fucking window. Couldn't do it no more. Couldn't do it no more. That
I
shit
want to
got
say something
tiring real
to
quick. And
Jazz.
I got down to 80 fucking pounds dealing with that man. I'm already skinny. Can y'all imagine me at 80 pounds? Look like a straight up crackhead.
I just want to say this too, real quick, Jazz, since I'm the only male on here. And a lot of times, most men who have to go through the turmoil that somebody else did to you, they don't get the credit. So I know I have a bunch of females in here, and please, ladies, no disrespect. But Jazz, I commend your man. He did a fucking very good job because guess what? God sent this man knowing your trials and tribulations. And you know what he did? He made sure that man didn't move a step. He made sure that man sat there and did what he had to do. Guess what? A lot of times we don't want to be somebody's punching bag, especially if we didn't do anything to you. And I try to
Right.
express this to this woman, whereas the person that you painted me as, that's not me. I have a mother who I take care of who's elderly. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
My mama raised me right. I grew up in a Seventh-day Adventist church, and my mom was a pastor. And yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
know I used to do porn and shit like that. They always say it's a pastor kid. But guess what?
Mm-hmm.
I figured out who I was a long time ago. To whereas I try to help this woman out so much. To whereas, and you know what? For anyone who wants to comment about my situation, I put it out there because I have nothing to hide. Yeah, a part of me still loves this woman because guess what? I want to see her win. I don't know if you don't understand it. Whereas, if you ever been in a situation whereas no one is there to help you, and you just look up at God and be like, God, I just need some help. Some people will look at you and be like, I see what's going on, and I want to see you win at all
Mm-hmm.
costs. And guess what? I guess I'm not much of a sucker to whereas I still want her to see her win because I know what it's like to be in a position. But when somebody does you dirty, you think everybody that comes
It's
along
out
is
to
going to
get
do
you.
you the same way. And sometimes, guess what? That's that bad energy that you've been blessed with. And it's not a blessing because it's a curse. Because whoever did that to that person, they feel like it's like when a person gets raped at a young age. A lot of times they turn into rapists
That's
because
true.
some people will taint you so bad that it's on your spirit, it's in your soul. and everything else like that. And for any woman who's dealing with this on this platform, for any man who's dealing with this on this platform, please believe me when I tell you this. The longer you stay in a situation like that, you will become that situation.
That's
If you
true.
surround yourself around a bunch of degenerates, you will become a degenerate. If you surround yourself around a bunch of hoes, you will become a
When you
hoe
come home.
because you are judged by the company you keep. If
That's
I'm
why they
not
say get you 5 millionaire friends and you'll be the sixth millionaire, honey. That's what I'm
okay,
on these days, okay?
and just so everybody understand, don't stay in a situation that is not you. If you were not grown up in these situations, don't let somebody else's situation become your situation. Because guess what? Next thing you know, you may be on the news. And you ain't on the news because you did something great. It's either you the
Yep.
body on the news or you being brought out of the handcuffs because you had to kill somebody because guess what? Enough is enough.
Yep.
Okay? And I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. It happens to women, it happens to men, and a lot of times nobody speaks up. Well, guess what?
Yep.
If it makes me look like a punk and a sucker today, I know I ain't no punk and no sucker. But I also know I ain't with no abuse from no nigga, no chick, no dog, no cat, nobody. Because
No
once
damn
I know
body.
who the fuck I
Period.
am and I know my value, the first thing that you gonna do, you gonna respect me. You know who the fuck you think you are. I ain't come out your loins. You ain't gonna put your hands on me. You gonna talk
I'm
to me
not
no
your
kind of way.
child.
I'm not your fuck not even being your child. I'm not your punching bag. Let's first establish that. Because guess what? You didn't get back the person who did that to you. So you think, oh, this guy is nice enough or this woman's nice enough that I could do that to them. And at the end of the day, guess what? Like I said, hurt people hurt people.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody will fuck you up for the next person, and the next person don't deserve that. They did
Exactly.
nothing to you but try to give you the best in life. And guess what? Because this other motherfucker decided to treat you so bad, it rubbed off so much and tainted your spirit that guess what happens? Now
Now
you
you
fucked
became
up.
that person.
And no matter how far away they gotten from you, they will forever live in you. Sometimes you
Mm-hmm.
got to change your situation. That way you can change who you are. But if you surrounded by this, you that shit will overcome you, succumb you to whereas guess what? You are now their protege. Who the fuck want to be a fucking protege of
Of
domestic
a
violence?
narcissist, right? Mm-hmm.
All that. Manipulators, users, and shit like that. So for anybody on this platform, if you hear what we are going through, from the people on the panel to the ones in the comments, if you are going through that, first, I don't know if you believe in God or not. Like I said, I'm not here to preach. I'm a pastor's kid. I'm not here to preach. But there's a person, being whatever you want to call it, that sits up on high. Ask that, ask that power for help. Have a little bit of faith. And before you do
Mm-hmm.
anything else, don't be so quick to jump in a relationship. Work on you because God
Exactly.
will bring you what you deserve. A lot of times we go looking for love, and guess what? We find love in all the wrong places.
Or we don't love ourselves.
And guess
That
what?
be the main problem. Some
That's why I
people
said in
don't
the
even
beginning.
know they don't love themselves.
That's why I said in the beginning. If you think love exists when it comes to somebody else, I'm sorry. And a lot of people may disagree with me on this. Love doesn't exist when it comes down to loving somebody else. If you can't love yourself, how the fuck you gonna love somebody else?
My mama said that to me when I was 13 years old. My biological mom. And I've never understood that shit until I went through that damn marriage.
You
Because
understand
I
what I'm talking about?
realized when that man found me, I did love myself. He
Motherfucker make
taught
you
me.
stop loving yourself.
He
You start living
taught
for them.
me to hate myself because I was my own best friend, baby. I'm entertaining than a motherfucker. I don't need to be on live. If I was by myself right now, I might sit in my camera and have this conversation just to have it. You know what I'm saying? And then I go back months later and watch these videos of myself and laugh and giggle. It's like a video journal in a sense. But that's when you're becoming your own best friend. You're getting to know who you are. You're getting to love yourself again. I used to go jogging every morning. I used to live up in North Carolina, Cary, North Carolina. It's a beautiful place. If y'all have ever been, it's kind of mountainy. They got all these little trails you can run down where they got like wildlife, but the wildlife don't really fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? As long as you leave them
Right.
alone, leave you alone. But long story short, I used to run those trails every morning to just get my mind going before I would go to work, and I'd write music, and I'd start to think about like radio show ideas, podcast even. This is something that I'm grateful to be a part of, thanks to you and Tracy in December. Because this is things I dreamed about when I was in that situation. You know what I'm saying? But because he used to fuck with my mental so much, and then I had the baby, I went through what's also called postpartum.
Okay.
While he was beating me, I'm breastfeeding mom. His family would take my baby off my breast and start bottle feeding him. My son has a skin condition. It's psoriasis, dermatitis, and eczema, all three in one. Now, I don't know if y'all know anything about these chemicals in soda, but they were giving my baby Pepsi in his bottle while I was still breastfeeding him. He was 5 months old. And that's
What?
when I was talking about those fucking enablers. And if I would speak up, I got beat the fuck down. Not just by him, but the auntie done tried to jump on me before. The mama done tried to jump on me before. And these ain't even ghetto ass people. They not even like the rah-rah type of people. These people, they know like senators. The grandfather's a pastor. Both my children's grandparents are pastors. The great grandpa of my son is a pastor, and the grandmother and grandfather of my daughter are pastors. So let that be a thing. I ran away from Christians after that. Not that I have anything against the religion of Christianity. I grew up in a Baptist church. I went to church every Sunday. I sang in choirs. I went to Sunday school, Bible study,
Right.
all of that. So I believe in God faithfully, but my belief in God manipulated me into accepting that type of behavior. Always wanting to be forgiven. Oh, people make mistakes. I'm going to just brush it under the rug. Don't love God. I'm not going to say don't love God more than you love yourself. I'm going to say don't love religion and belief more than you love yourself either.
Let me tell you something. God lives in you. For those
Exactly.
who don't know, that being that you got in you, look, I had to explain this to somebody today. Your body is an avatar. This is the best way I can explain this. Your body is an avatar. That means whoever the fuck is in your body, that spirit is what shines bright. Now you don't have control of what body your spirit goes into, right?
Right.
Where a lot of people be, oh, yo, listen, you know, I'm not too pretty or I'm not too handsome, so I should take whatever I can get.
Hell
Excuse me?
no.
Let me tell you something. Self-love is the only love. You don't have to love nobody. The first thing is, let me tell you something. I don't need nobody to love me. I love myself more than enough to whereas I'm not looking for love. You got to understand the difference of what, when you really find out what love is, you would know, guess what? You don't have to search for love. Because if you got
Exactly.
love within yourself, love would always attract yourself to you. Now,
Yep.
Ann said in the comments that, yep, you are so right because my headspace has been preoccupied by thoughts I've dealt with but before being around. This person had made me feel dark like that.
Uh-huh.
That's in my soul, and I'm better than that. Let me tell you something. A lot of times, I want you to look at these people because it's not ghetto people. It's not only rich people. It's not only people in poor communities. Because a lot of people with money, they're the biggest ones. They know a whole
Absolutely.
lot of shit. And me, I've been in the music industry since I was a kid. I used to, my second mother who passed away, she used to own a record shop.
Rest in
You know,
peace, man.
oh, thank you. And a lot of times, guess what? We had rap artists that came through all the time. Now, when I grew up in the church singing. I used to be a little fat kid. I didn't always look like this. So, but when I came home, I'll go out the record shop. There'll be Tupac in there chilling, talking to my second moms, Biggie talking to my second moms. Sometimes you see R. Kelly up in there. And I have pictures to prove it. If you ever go on my Instagram, you'll see all the plaques on my second mother's wall. And you know what's the funny part about it? People in the industry, you want this fame, you want this glitz and this glamour. Sometimes you want a life that you don't even know what you're asking for. You think the grass
Exactly.
is greener on the other side because of what somebody else got. You need to be
Hmm.
happy of what you got. If you can wake up every morning, be happy you woke up. There's some people ain't waking up. If you got your health, be happy you got your health. Because some people are doing poorly. You got to understand
Absolutely.
something. We want things that, guess what? God is telling us we don't need that. But we want it so much that, guess what? God won't bless you unless you get rid of that bullshit. And sometimes
Absolutely.
we want to be loved and we want to be accepted. We wanted all this shit to whereas, how do you think you're supposed to get your blessings if you got this toxic, dangerous, demonic motherfucker around you? You can't get
Yep.
the blessings. They done blocked all your blessings.
Law of attraction.
Okay? And I'm sorry. Hi, the other co-host. How are you?
What's up, December with Tracy at, girl? With your beautiful self.
Yeah, D just sitting there chilling.
Hey,
Hi,
yeah,
Miss December.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
She had to take a phone call.
Okay.
Okay, so it's just us,
And I just
three
popped up at
right
her
now.
house because my I don't know what was going on with my phone, so I just decided to pop up.
You got anything to add?
Yes, please chime in, December.
Please,
Come on.
December.
I don't have anything to say. I
It's all
missed
right.
everything. I missed everything. So it's
We was just
like
talking about narcissistic behaviors and loving yourself and how people take advantage of kindness and all those different things. Have you dealt with any
I
situations
know.
like that, whether it be
Yeah,
friends
yeah, of
or
course. All of
relationships
it.
or family?
All of
And by the way, I'll let you
everything.
know
Everything.
tonight's topics came from me because of what I'm going through. So, Mr. Simba, let me fill you in. I was being nice to a woman that I just met. I've known her for approximately maybe 6 to 7 weeks. I've done everything for her from pick her up to drop her off to work. She was here at my house last night. She came in, she woke me up at 10 o'clock in the morning, saying that she wanted to talk to me. Made me get up and sit on the edge of my bed. She started yelling and screaming at the top of her fucking lungs. Now, I don't live in no bullshit neighborhood. I live in a very nice neighborhood.
I think I caught this part of it,
Okay.
but
So
yeah,
there's a
I caught
video.
that part.
Did you see the video? I should post a video, but I don't want to be super petty.
I
Yeah,
didn't see
oh,
the
yeah,
video.
girl, there's a video. Stop playing. There's a video. There's a video. I'm gonna let you know there's a video. Okay. I don't want to be super petty because I don't want to be like that. But
She
I'm
was trying
gonna
to
just,
fight you.
huh?
She was trying to fight you.
Let me tell you something. She started yelling and screaming so loud. I asked her 3 times, "Can you please lower your voice?" It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I got neighbors. My mother's sleeping. She got loud again and again. The third time, I jumped up and I got in her face and said, "You will not be screaming in my house." Started bamming, slamming. Now, for those who saw the video, you see her saying, fuck you, bitch. Ah, ah, ah." You barely hear me talk because guess what? I don't have time for this. I'm too busy getting money, building a brand and a career. To whereas, guess what? I guess this wonderful adventure that God set my life up for, I'll be doing it by my motherfucking self. The only reason why she came back is because she overheard a phone call from my lawyer saying that guess what? I'll be getting $250,000 from a lawsuit in New York. That's the only reason why she came
Mm-hmm.
back. Because she figured that now she can come back and still manipulate. Now,
Opportunity.
I'm going to shorten this up for everybody to let you know if you've been through shit
Mm-hmm.
like this, listen, there's a lot of people out there who don't want to see you win. They just want to take advantage of you. Now, Mr. December,
Right.
it's been a long time for you coming, but you here. Please share some of your
Yeah, I know,
experiences.
right?
Yeah, I mean, please share your experience
No.
with humanity.
Yeah. Mine kind of. I don't know. It's just like when I get over something, no longer talk about it because I feel like when if I'm over something, I over it. I never want to talk about it again because
Right.
it's like the more you do
Give it
something,
energy.
the energy, the more power it has to live. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even discuss half of the stuff that I done went through. I didn't went through people trying to kill me, write my name on bullets, putting the guns up to my head, all kind of mess. So it's just like I don't want to relive it. I don't want to get upset about it. I don't want to, feel that
Understand them.
trauma that like you're putting yourself in a position to where you're reliving it. So
Yeah,
that's
Right.
like
why
I
when
broke down earlier, talking about that one
yeah, that's
particular
what I mean. Like
situation.
that's why when I go through certain things and I finally get over it, I don't want to talk about it again, or I don't want to bring it up, or because it's like it no longer lives within me. Like I don't feel
Right.
that trauma anymore. But if I think about it or if I talk about it or something like that, that's why we get mad and start talking loud about it, or it look like we in that situation again. Like I
We
don't
relived the moment. Yeah, you're right. I'm girl, thank you for saying that. My partner
yeah,
tells me
you
all
gotta
the
let that
time. Like, girl,
die.
don't get mad about it all over again.
Yeah,
Stop talking
girl.
about it so damn much.
Now, last weekend we were
Wrong. You ain't
supposed to go
wrong.
live. Last weekend we were supposed to go live. I know everybody has
Right.
something to do. And I'm gonna be honest with you. My situation started last weekend. And I talked to T about it because
Mm.
T was hearing some shit going on. I said, T, let me go live by myself. I hold the show down by my motherfucking self. T kept laughing at me because she's like, oh, you
Did
going to
you?
fuck off. And I said, listen. If she would have gave me the opportunity, this would have been aired out a long time ago. But you know what she said?
Yeah.
Save it for next weekend. I didn't know what was going to happen to me,
Right.
really happened to me. And I'm going to be honest with you. Look, I don't like to paint people bad. But when you're
Yeah.
hurt, the person can get the misconception that you're a bad person. Do I think this woman was done hurt and she has some past trauma that she hasn't dealt with? Yes. Do I think she's a
Mhm.
bad person? And look,
No.
it may be my ignorance in me that says I'm trying to see the good in her. Do I think she's a
Right.
bad person? No. Do I think she got a raw deal from somebody else who was bad to her? Yes. Do I think
Mhm.
she's handled her situations? No. But guess what? Whatever that person turned you into, you cannot turn me into that person that did that to you.
Right.
You
Take
become
that help to the therapy. And no
right.
So
disrespect if
so
that help for
how
watching. I ain't
so
got no beef with you.
so how do you feel about it now? Like, are you
Right
still
now, can I
going
be
through it?
honest with you? I
Yeah,
still would
like,
help. I still would help. But listen,
huh?
I'm gonna be honest with you. My mother
But that's where you
raised.
messing up at though.
Wait,
That's
wait.
where you
My mother.
messing up at.
Wait, wait. Hold up. My mother raised three boys, and let me tell you something about my
Okay.
father. My father is a no good for nothing because my father did my
Mhm.
mama so dirty that guess what? My mama had to leave. And when I finally met my father, I still wear his scars until this day. So when I see a woman that may go through that, you know what the first thing that pops in my head? There's another nigga like my father out there. That means there's another
Mhm.
woman who's hurt. There's another woman who doesn't trust a man. There's another woman that needs to see that maybe there's a good man out there that will
Gonna have to
understand
be
her.
patient with her.
Right, that will understand her.
But I gotta say this. I have to say this. So that means that I mean you watched your mom go through everything she went through, right?
That's right.
And you don't want the
Well,
next
actually,
woman
no,
to
I
go
didn't
through
watch it. I
that.
was only two. I read it in the
But
newspaper.
but
Oh,
you
damn.
okay, but you still have that trauma there, right?
But to be honest with you, no, when I beat his ass and trauma went away, I'm happy.
I know that's right. I hope my never mind. I ain't gonna say
Oh,
But
out
listen.
but
loud.
so basically what I'm trying to say is like
Uh-huh.
I feel like you're reliving what your mom had to you yourself you're reliving that because you don't want another woman to feel that way, but you're the one that's taking that now. You're taking the
You
Wait,
same
might
till-
be
thing that your
excusing
mom
her
as
actions
a
when you
man,
shouldn't.
even though like you want to keep trying, you want to because sometimes you just gotta let people go.
oh,
You
listen,
can't
I agree with you.
just because
I agree
you
with you on
feel
that.
like someone is going to perceive you as that, you can't take her trauma or her past. Like she got to get over that. If she won't let allow you to help her get over that,
Then that's a battle for her by her goddamn
what
self.
are you for her? Or for the
Oh, can I just say
money
this? You
or
said, how
for
do
the
I feel
this?
now? Guess what
You
I did
can't
right before
do
the show? Right before the show, guess what I finally did?
it.
I blocked the motherfucker. Let me tell you why I
So
blocked him because
you gonna keep her
I,
blocked?
huh?
Are you gonna keep her blocked?
My, my nigga.
He
What
gotta
you
take
do?
his time and decide.
Wait, wait,
You,
wait,
you
wait.
know, you
I'm
know
gonna
when
answer
you
that
blocking
question.
people, then we'll unblock people, and
Wait,
then
wait, wait, wait.
you know
Because
what
now,
I'm saying? Y'all
once I block you, you stay blocked. It takes a lot for me to block somebody. So once I block you, I got a long block list, and people don't come off that list. That shit is
I
forever
know
in my life.
I'm gonna be looking and
Oh, please
listening.
do, please
I'm
do.
trying to
Let me
figure
tell you
out if
something.
you want. But wait, if you blocked her, how you still gonna help her?
Oh, let me tell you something. By
You
giving
just
it to God.
said you just
By
said you
giving it to
still
God.
gonna help
Listen, did you hear what I said?
Okay.
By giving it to God. Because guess what? Some
her. Okay.
battles you can't fight. You gotta let God fight your
Okay.
battles. It said, leave it at his
Amen.
feet and he will do the rest. Well, guess what? I left her at his feet. And I let God do the rest. Because guess what? If I can't help her, he sure as hell can. And he'll put somebody else to deal with that shit. Because at the end of the day,
Mhm.
guess what?
Or he make
I'm
her come
too
to her senses. That's a
not fuck that.
possibility
Guess what?
too.
I'm too blessed to be stressed. Fuck out of here. Are you crazy?
Right.
I've lived a great 48 years, whereas I've had a music career, I had a dog entertainment career, now I got an acting career, I got things popping off. I even brought my mama her first house. You think I want to be stressed out at this point in time in my life to whereas I'm free to go and come as I please. So if I
Right.
can't help you, I know somebody who will. And all I got to do is pray to God. And guess what? God said, give it to my feet and I handle it. Well, guess what? My man, handle her. Because before she come back up on this house, on this property, I may bust a cap in her ass if she do that shit again. And I don't want to lose my fucking life or my freedom when I'm here
Bitch,
to
you
take
gonna
care of
go
my
to
mom.
It
jail.
do not
You
feel
going
good.
to jail. You don't want to
Huh?
go to jail. Just let her go. Just let her. Just
Well,
get
listen,
her
I got
served.
13 lawyers.
You have
Wait,
to
wait,
pay
I got
yourself.
13 lawyers who handle all my business. Me sitting in jail is not obsolete. Okay? I
They
go
gonna
If
by
say
it's
this
the
self
is
defense,
because
it's something
you just
else.
told the whole world. This is
Well, guess what? And I hope and I hope the whole world hears this. You come here with that bullshit. I got guns, motherfucker. Play with me if you want. I shoot women. I shoot niggas. I shoot a cat and a dog if you come here with that bullshit. Because
I
guess
ain't gonna
what?
lie, if a baby show up at my door with a gun, they can get it too.
I let you know like this. As long as my mother,
cat do.
wait. As long as my mother is here in this house, yo, I hate you for that, December. But you,
What the dog and the cat do?
wait, I'm gonna tell you this. As long as my mother is here in this house, God brought, and for those of you who don't know, I died 3 years ago. Okay, God didn't have to bring me back, but God brought me back because guess what? My mom is her soul. My mother is his soldier. And guess what? Noted that she need help. So guess what? He brought me back for her, not for me. So everything I've been doing in my life has been for my mother. Whereas as long as this house is protected, divinely protected by God, and my mama lives in it, ain't nobody coming here with that bullshit. Because if you do, guess what? I'll sit in the jail for the rest of my life to make sure nothing happens to my mama.
Oh, can we talk about that on another episode? Coming back to life, whether it be figurative or literally, because I think we've done both.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a hard story for me to tell because, look, I'll just say like this: I died.
No,
not even the trauma. I died because I smoked the blunt.
Damn. Well, I got one in my hand, nigga. Damn. Don't care.
Somebody laced you.
Well, let me tell you this. I was filming a movie called Playing in My Face, which is about to drop any day. It was in New York. And as we were filming the movie, I was staying at my ex's house. She sent me. That's right, because it's about to come out. It's been 4 years waiting. So now, this is the one movie that all the networks have been denying because it was called The Rainbow Killer. Now we had to change it to Playing in My Face. While I was up there, I was staying with my ex. My ex told me to go around the corner and get a bag of weed. So I went around to get a bag of weed.
You just kicked out?
No, somebody else. Different. She lived in New York. And I brought a bag of weed. I had just got finished filming that day. I came back and stopped to go see the weed man. So we rolled up a blunt. We're sitting out smoking. She has her legs crossed in the bed. And she's smoking like this. She passes the blunt to me. I pass it back to her. And she froze in time. It was like the whole room froze. I ain't never seen no shit like this before. She stopped moving. I said, "You're going to pass the blunt and let it burn out." She's standing this like this. I tapped her. She fell off the bed in the same position. So, holy shit. What the fuck is going on?
Was that some dippers or something?
Huh?
Was that embalming fluid?
Nah, that's not that dust. It's not that dust shit. So let me tell you what happened.
No, she said dip.
Yeah, that's embalming fluid is dip, sherm, yeah. Oh, that's the same shit. It was just different coasts got different names for it. So what happened was, when I saw that happen to her, whatever the fuck happened to her is about to happen to me. I called her son, said, "Do me a favor, call the ambulance right now." He saw his mom still in the same position with her legs crossed like this on the floor.
Oh my
He's
God.
trying to help her. I'm trying to help her. By the time the ambulance came, the ambulance had me step out of the house. I told him what happened. I said, "We just smoked a blunt, that's it." I sat on the steps. I saw when they was about to bring her out, I didn't see anything else. I ain't gonna tell you where I went because, like you said, we're gonna say this for a different episode. But whatever I saw, when I came back, I ain't been the same since.
Right.
Wherever God had me go to, and whatever He exposed me to, it wasn't only me. It happened to her too. Because the next time I woke up in the morgue. They pronounced me dead. DOA on arrival to the hospital. They couldn't resuscitate me or anything like that. When I woke up, I woke up with like all I saw was white, and it was cold. When I woke up, at first I felt like I couldn't move, but then when I moved, what the fuck is going on? I realized I was in the trauma emergency unit in their deceased department. When I got up and I walked out, the woman thought she saw a fucking ghost. She started screaming. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. The last thing I remember being here in this state was being on the steps in her building.
Damn.
I walked about 5 steps and fell. They came and they got me, and the next thing you know, they put me in the emergency room. When they put me in the emergency room, she was so happy to see me because they told her I was gone. They told her I was gone. Now, here's the funny part. That happened. Get back. We discussed it. We don't know what the fuck's going on. We try to put everything together. Some months went by. Certain shit was happening I couldn't explain. I would see shit. My hearing became exceptional. My eyesight became exceptional. Shit that I would feel, I couldn't even explain it now. I don't know if y'all believe in God passing on his gifts to you, but
Absolutely.
we're all blessed with gifts. If you tap into your energy, you are blessed with gifts. She
Right.
called me 6 months after. Mind you, she lives in New York. I live down here. We still talk to this day. We try to get some more understanding of this. She calls me one night and says, I know it's going to sound crazy what I'm about to ask you, but I have to ask you this question. Guess what? I already knew what she was about to ask me. It was the craziest shit. I said, I see the same thing you see. She said, how do you know what I was about to ask you? I said, let me guess, the shadows. You can walk past a person and feel their pain. She went through this whole rabbit hole of where she went and what's been happening to her 6 months after that episode happened. She started telling me things like, guess what? This motherfucker wasn't with me when I died. So how the fuck do you know what I'm going through? We went through all that shit. Like I said, we still talk to this day. We're still cool. Have no
Good.
issues with her. She has no issues with me. At the end of the day, this is what comes back to wanting to help people. If you tap into the love and the energy that you rightfully have in your soul, in your spirit, things will open up for you. The funniest question I had somebody ask me today, you're such a good guy. How did you meet this crazy ass bitch? First, look, I agree. Listen, I believe in playing fair. Number one, let's not call her names because at the end of the day, you don't know this person. You don't know what the fuck they've been through. And guess what? If she's a bitch, that's not for you to call. So let's just play
Right.
fair. It's like, well, damn, you must feel some kind of way about. No, I just know that. Guess what? Perception is a lot of things to people, and when you have
Right.
perception,
Everything to some.
if you have that taken wrong, anybody can make anything about you. Remember, Jazz, you said when you started, motherfuckers thought that because you had a medical issue, you was on fucking crack, doing all types
Right.
of shit. And then guess what? That's somebody's perception, their outlook on what they see, not what they know. See,
Exactly.
Right.
I don't deal with feelings. I rather deal with the facts. Okay, and then when you deal with facts, guess what? Logic rules out everything. So since I've been back and things like that, my spirit is now vibrating very high. To whereas for some reason I'm getting the tired, the weak, the hurt, the ones I've been through shit. To whereas, damn, is this what I'm asking for? It's not what I'm asking for. It's just what presents itself to me. To whereas I have options. And if
You
I
gotta
have
have that spirit of discernment to know when it's your assignment, though.
right,
That's the only thing we missing out on. We lack with all the gifts that you possess or harness. The only thing that you are missing is to discern when that assignment is for you.
oh, but guess what?
That didn't come from
This
me
was
just
never
now.
mine. And you know what? I'm glad you said that. But guess what? This was never my assignment. This was my lesson.
There you go.
You understand? This was not an
Yeah.
assignment for me to take on. It was a lesson for me to learn because guess what? I asked God for one thing. I said, before you bless me with anything, anybody who doesn't want to do right by me, anybody who doesn't mean any good to me, Lord, don't give me no money till you get rid of them. And you know what?
Right. Yeah.
I won 12 out of, well, I'm sorry, 13 out of 15 lawsuits. And every time before I get my money, I've asked for that, right? You know what's funny
Right.
about it? When I asked for it, the time before this time, my wife wound up in the bed with a coworker. And I came home on our anniversary and found out. And that night I was coming home with a $250,000 check that I got for writing a song for Earth, Wind, and Fire. And walked in and her little girlfriend having fun in the bed. And she said, what is he doing home so early?
Did you know though that they were fucking her?
Let me tell you something. God ain't raised no fool.
That's why the nigga came home early. Fuck out of
That's right.
here.
I'm just saying, like beforehand, did you already
But wait,
know?
beforehand, guess what? Certain things stopped in the marriage and it was concerning, but you know what? I'm legally married, and you know what? For better, for worse, for sickness and health, for richer, for
Right.
poor. I take that serious because
What
I know.
do it for it?
You said what?
What about the till Deb do us part?
Oh, listen. If it was up
It
to
could have
me,
been a crime of passion that day. If I was concerned,
wow. Now watch this. Now that to death do us part. When I
that's
walked
what I
in,
said,
wait. When I
motherfucker.
walked, that crime of passion. Let me tell you how that could work in my favor, and let me tell you what happened that night. I
Mm.
walked in. I had a piece of jewelry that I got from the Diamond District. I had some flowers because, mind you, this is our wedding anniversary, and I had
Right.
the rest of my check. I had the rest of the cash. Well, the rest of the money I had put in the check that I
Mm.
got from the record company.
Right.
She didn't know I was coming home early that night, so I
Mm.
came in. I see them in the bed. They're doing what the fuck they doing. Whereas I kindly close the door and call 911. 911
Well,
comes with 18 cops. When they come with 18 cops, guess what happens? Cops said, where they at? I said, they in the room.
good.
Mind you, my table and where I'm sitting at is right there next to the room door.
You told them that she tried to rob you? No,
No,
just
no,
play.
wait, no, no, watch this. There's 18 cops. One of the cops happens to be a gay woman. So what happens is one cop is taking his handcuffs off. Now, mind you, at the time, my brother's an NYPD cop. Okay,
Mm.
he's a cop. My brother's the one that told me to call the cops.
Right.
So don't do anything. You call the cops. So when they came, they were taking the handcuffs off, about to put them on me. The cop opened the door and said, what the fuck are y'all doing? Get dressed. Sergeant's there. They think I killed these two chicks. They didn't know I was just sitting there patiently like this, waiting for the police. Why the fuck am I going to sit here and throw my life away? I got a $250,000 check. I got a piece of jewelry. Fuck that. I brought roses. Well, I guess these motherfuckers is for me. So whereas I'm going to throw my life away because you want to cheat? Oh,
That
no.
was your
I'm not a
celebration.
fool. You said what?
That was your celebration.
I was celebrating my wedding anniversary
No,
and didn't know.
I was just messing.
No, wait. And didn't
You
know
need
it
to
was
make a
going to be
movie
like a
about this
celebration.
shit. This shit good, boy.
Wait, and then realize my celebration was my divorce that night because that's the
Right.
day I
That's what.
stopped loving.
There you go. You caught it. That's what
No,
I
of
was
course
saying.
listen, let
That's
me
what
tell you
I was
something.
saying when I said that was your celebration.
Right. You don't listen.
Yeah, there you go. You
When
got
you
it
heal
now.
yourself, you'll learn how to heal yourself in ways that you never thought. Because you tapped into energy that guess what? You possess. The cop said,
Mhm.
they in there still going on while he's sitting right here. So the sergeant said to the gay chick, yo, go inside. The
Right.
gay woman said, fuck are y'all doing? He's sitting right here. But she went off. She said, I don't care if you wanted to be gay today or gay, whatever. But you're both own this house and you're both married. And you're supposed to go through the legal litigation. So I just said,
Mhm.
wait a minute. You didn't do anything to them? I said, I got a career I'm worried about. I can get a woman from anywhere. I don't have to
Right.
sit there and throw my life away for this person. I said, well, why are you pulling out the handcuffs? He said, when we get calls like this, normally the husband kills both of the people. So why you
Mhm.
didn't want to do nothing?
Well,
I said,
okay. So that was, one of the questions I wanted to ask. What did you call and say when you called them? You just said you called them. You didn't say what you said. I want to know what you said. This is
Is
a
he
you
movie.
know,
allowed to legally
It's
say
a
that
movie.
though?
So
I don't
now you
know.
got to play the flashback on what you said.
now
What you
you want to
said.
hear what exactly what I said? Because I had called my brother. And at the time, listen, my brother's a cop. I don't give a fuck. I ain't never liked my brother since he was little, and I'm the youngest. But the way now you turn into a cop, I definitely don't like you because you're a pig, and that's just always my concept. This is a black community concept, whatever.
Mm.
But my brother said, what you do is you tell him what's going on in the house. Don't do anything. That's why I said, I came home from the studio. I just got finished writing a song for Earth, Wind, and Fire in GQ. I came in on my wedding anniversary. I walked in with flowers, with some jewelry, and a $250,000 check. And as soon as I opened up my room door, I see my wife and her coworker in the bed together.
Mm.
So are they there? This is the operator. Oh my God. Are they there now? Yes, they are. What do they do now? They're laying in the bed. So then what are you doing?
Okay.
I'm sitting outside the room. Please send somebody. I don't want to talk. Click. Okay? When
You
these motherfuckers,
manipulated the police. No, I'm just
huh?
joking.
You
I
said,
said you manipulated the police. I said no, I'm just playing. I'm
oh
just
no,
playing.
you don't have to
Sometimes
listen.
manipulation can be good
Wait,
manipulation.
let me tell you something. I didn't say I was an idiot. I just played a fool. Okay? I know exactly what to say to these motherfuckers to get them there. And when they got
Right.
there, guess what they told her? You can't just throw him out because you feel like you don't want him here, and you can't just move her into his bed. She went off on the cops. Get the fuck out of my house and do whatever the fuck I want to. Now, guess what? The most common person who's supposed to be rational, the most common person who's supposed to be livid is now the rational one,
Right.
and you look like you are irate. Once again, perception is everything. I'm
She
the
looked
most,
abusive.
I was the most common student at that point to where, guess what? My brain already worked. I said, you know what? I guess I got my out. And if I got my out, what am I going to do with this money? I kept looking at the flowers like, I ain't never give myself flowers before. This is some weird ass feeling. No, I'm not only giving flowers. This is my perception. And I looked at the jewelry and was like, I gotta go back to the Diamond District and get this jewelry back and get my money back. I went to the motions. Guess what? Police escorted her out, the girlfriend. Then my wife started going in. They said, if you act up, we're gonna lock your ass up. And they was about to lock her ass up. So I told the police like this, look, I just want the paperwork. That's what I'm doing this for now, the paperwork. Because guess what?
Right.
That means you violated the sanctity of your marriage. I don't have to give you nothing. Now, here's the irony. For 30 days, I said, just give me 30 days and I'm out. That's why I told the police, because the police was like, we don't want you to kill him. I said, I ain't got no time for that. You know what the police said? What are you going to do? All I need is 30 days. That's all I asked for. And I get the 30 days. So we're a little bit worried because we don't know what you're going to do. You're a little bit too common in the situation. I said, if you call for the devil, people show up. The sergeant looked at me and said, and who might the devil be? I said, you'll see. Mind you, 30 days. Now I'm sleeping in my extra room. As I'm sleeping in my extra room, I have studio equipment in my house. My microphone picks up 2 blocks away. These motherfuckers plotted on me and said, we're going to get his check. Then we're going to send him to jail because we're not going to have him out here and live a life that he's going to be living it up with some other bitch. I'm going to take his money and leave him up in jail. Oh, really? Mind you, all this was plotted when I went to the store and I left my microphone on to do a double up on my vocals. So I didn't know I was being plotted on. When I got back to the house, police is at my house. They were like, you, get up against the wall. What the fuck are you doing here? They put me in handcuffs. You were told not to threaten her. She said that you threatened her. I didn't even know she called the police. I didn't even know I was being plotted on. But my friend was there, and he was helping me with the engineering. They got me in handcuffs. I don't even know what the fuck is going on. I don't know that I was being plotted against just for some bullshit ass money.
God.
Just for some bullshit ass money. Because now I'm giving you what you want. All I asked is for 30 days. And for those who said, why did you need 30 days if you had that kind of money? Because guess what? A motherfucker ain't going to give you no apartment or house if you come with straight cash. So let's be real. You have to have some references, and you got to show account for where your money came from.
That's
So
true.
what happens is, I said, I didn't do anything. My friend stopped it and showed that it was recording. So I said, do me a favor, stop my song. I'm going to call my lawyer. He's going to get me out. This nigga put on the headphones to go stop it and played it back. And notice that the sound waves were different than what I recorded. My second set of sound waves picked up their conversation. And guess what? Recorded the whole thing on my track. I still got it. I still got it on my fucking computer that's broke. I still got it. He told the cop,
computer so we can hear it.
Girl, stop playing. I'm on my bullshit. I got police reports too. Stop playing. Yeah, I got police reports too. I got every fucking thing.
I like drama sometimes.
I got 8 police reports. Wait, I got 8 police reports that are public knowledge. You can go look it up. My name is Dennis Picasso Cruz. And you can look it up anything. I'm on Google. I ain't got no problem saying who the fuck I am or what I got. You know what's funny about it? My boy heard it and told the cops, I don't think you want to do that. This nigga like to sue police. Yeah, I sue a lot of police officers. You violate my right, I'm suing you, and I win. They know that. So he said, I don't think you want to sue him. And he said, I don't think you want him to sue you, but I think you need to hear this. You know what the sergeant said? I don't want to hear nothing. Y'all were already warned about this argument. Don't threaten each other, until the situation was done. You're going against what's happening. He said, if you do that, it's going to cause you a problem. He said, let me get the headphones. He heard it. You can hear her and her girlfriend scheming on me. I didn't know what the fuck he was listening to. I didn't know what was played because I'm in the handcuffs against the wall with another officer. I saw the sergeant's face and he looked different. He said, do me a favor. Take him out of handcuffs. I need a copy of this audio and put her in the handcuffs. So, what the fuck is going on? You filed a false police report, your ass is going to jail. We're tired of showing up here for your bullshit. I said, what the fuck happened? My boy said, listen to what's going on. Took me out the handcuffs. I listened. I couldn't even believe it. If somebody would have told me she was plotting on me for some bullshit ass money, first off, if I got $250,000 from a bullshit ass song, what makes you think I can't get more?
Right.
Let's try
That's
this
some
again.
dumb shit.
Well, wait, I brought a $350,000 house that I'm living in now. And this shit happened 11 years ago. Getting money ain't the problem. Finding people who you can trust, who generally will
Always
fuck with you is the problem. Because people will look at you for what you got and what you can provide for them. Till this day, guess what? She still don't want to give me a divorce. You wait. Let me fill in the blanks with you. This happened in 2010. We are now into 2026. Let me tell you why she doesn't want to give me a divorce. My lawyers try to find her, try to take her to court. Know what happened? She thought behind me getting the money I'm getting that, I could take him to court for alimony and everything else like that. And guess what? She was going to get paid. Well, my mama ain't raised no idiot. I put all my money in my mama's name. So you want to take me to court? Let's go. Because it will show that you're the breadwinner and you got to pay me alimony. Because if you've been married for 10 years or longer, not only are you going to have to pay me alimony, but now I get half of your pension. She didn't want to do that. She said, but he's getting all this money. I see what the fuck he's doing. I know him. They said, well, we ran his financial records. He has zero. But you can't run my mother's financial records because guess what? Every dollar I give to my mama. Every dollar. My $250,000 that's coming in right now, the lawyers take theirs on the whole 9 yards. Guess where it's going to? My mama. So that guess what? No creditors could come and get anything. No fucking EBT could come and get anything. Nobody could take me to court because once you got that kind of money, they freeze your assets, especially if you're married, because it shows income. So for the past, 14, 15 years, I'm always on zero. But guess what? I paid for this motherfucking house. I won several lawsuits past that. My lawyer, every time I win a lawsuit, I tell my lawyers, sign it over to yourself. I'll come and get a check from you. And then once you're done with that, put the check in my mama's name. My mama gets all my money. Want to know why? Because before I let a motherfucker rip anything out of my hands, I worked too hard to get to where I'm at to let a motherfucker take it from me in the blink of an eye. But I know one person you ain't going to take it from, my mother. Because my mother is heavenly and divinely protected. Me, I still playing with demons and all these stupid other people in the world. So guess what happens? When you play with shit, of course it's going to come around you. I'm in business where, guess what? Demons run this motherfucker. Demons run the music industry. Demons run the acting industry. You see them. The people who you mostly admire, guess what? They're the more demonic person that you ever may meet. When I first moved down here, I got a cousin by the name of April Parker Jones. She's on a show called If Loving You Is Wrong by Tyler Perry. When I first got down here, I went to Tyler Perry's studio. If you ever watch Bel Air, she plays a mother on Bel Air. You ever watch SWAT? She's a mother. She plays a detective on SWAT. It's my cousin, blood cousin. I showed up at Tyler Perry's studio, and I met Tyler Perry's assistant. Her name is a girl by the name of Unique, black lady, pretty. I got there, I knew it was something wrong. She said, I got a question to ask you. You're April's cousin, right? I said, yeah. She said, you're trying to get into acting? Yeah. So let me tell you something. Are you married? I said, I'm trying to get out of that. She said, are you dating anybody? I said, no. I said, move down here. She said, well, let me tell you something. If you're going to fuck with a female, go fuck with hoes. That shit blew my mind. What the fuck you mean go fuck with hoes? You a black woman telling a black man to go fuck with hoes? What? Are you serious? So I asked her why. She said, I've seen a lot of actors come into this business and their girlfriends, they get jealous because they think they're fucking the co-stars. Or their husbands or boyfriends get jealous because they think the wife is fucking the co-stars of somebody, whereas you better protect yourself.
Right.
Well, guess what? I've been protecting myself since the day I was born. Thank you for the advice, but guess what? I don't need a hoe. I married a hoe. I think I'm good on that. But guess what, people? We have to end up our motherfucking show. So I want to thank y'all for joining us. Miss December on my left, Miss Jazzy on my right. So Miss December, tell them where they can find you. She all flabbergasted right now. Like, what?
I'm laughing because you play too much.
I ain't playing. I'm serious.
My TikTok, December Perkins on Facebook, or my TikTok, only one December. You know what I'm saying? What's my Instagram, y'all? I don't go on there, so don't even worry
I
about
gotta
that.
look at it. I ain't
Instagram
been
is
on there
irrelevant.
today.
TikTok, only one December. Facebook, December Perkins.
Okay. Now, Miss Jazz, tell them where they can find you at.
I think I shared on my Facebook and my YouTube, guys. You can find me at Jazzy JAZZIE underscore BABY 333. And you can find me on YouTube. I think it's Jazzy Davis 333, something like that. I
Okay.
don't know. Just Google me, Jazzy Davis.
There
Google
you
me.
go.
Just find everything you need right there.
Ooh,
Now, for
YouTube.
our lovely host who happened to step away because she had a phone call, y'all can find Miss Diamond at Diamond the Realist on any platform. Say what?
Tracy Smith.
Oh, Tracy Smith too. I'm sorry, Tracy Smith, a Diamond the Realist. You can look her up on any platform. Before I end this show out, I want to thank everybody in our comments who shared this story, who got a little bit of information to help them do everything, who shared this story. Miss A, that's in the comments right now, you're in my prayers. I want to let you know that. This ain't easy, and it ain't going to be easy. But guess what? Take this one day at a time. That's all you can do. For everybody else who shared their stories in the comments, we want to thank you for tuning in with us tonight. Because guess what? I guess this conversation needed to be talked about. And we finally talked about it. Our 2026 has been popping off crazy for all of us. So guess what? Stay tuned because the year just started. And yeah, we love you too, Miss A. I want you to let you know that I just saw what you put up. We love you too. To the
Back
death,
at
we
you,
love you.
mama.
And thank you for sharing with us what you're going through. Because guess what? God put you here for me too. So I can learn something from you. My name, I'm Picasso, aka Mr. Nobody. And I'm going to always be Mr. Nobody. But I'm going to tell you this much. If you want to find me, just pray and I'll be there too. Because I always keep you in my prayers and you need to keep me in your prayers. No matter what social media platform I'm on, because guess what? I don't need followers. Jesus Christ had followers. I need friends and people who believe in what's going on. So I'm going to let y'all know like this. We love you. We care about you. Stay safe. This winter weather's fucking crazy. But guess what? Tune in next week because this shit's about to get good. And by the way, thank you to my lovely co-hosts, the beautiful ladies of Tainted Laundry. As usual, guess what? We're going to keep this shit going. We clock that T. We're going to clock in all the time. And we're going to say good night to y'all from Tainted Laundry. We appreciate you. We love you. And if you got anything going on and you need help, hit us up on our pages. We'll reach out and we'll respond. And if we can't get to us and you're in desperate need, do me a favor, don't be scared to call 911 because your life is more important than anybody else's bullshit.
Well, call
We love
me
y'all.
because I'm coming.
You know what? There's somebody I fucking believe you.
Blah, 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 blah.
That's
Don't
right.
call
As a
the
matter of
police.
fact,
They not gonna do nothing.
we're about to die for y'all. But by the way, just in case anybody didn't get my info, my name is Dennis Picasso Cruz. They call me Picasso. You can find me on Facebook at Dennis Picasso Cruz. You can find me on Instagram at the_committee_records. You can find me at TikTok on the committee records. But to be honest with you, you can find me anywhere you look for me because I'm everywhere. God bless y'all. Y'all have a good night. We appreciate y'all being a part of this conversation. And guess what? We'll see you next week. Later, y'all.
Yes.
Ladies, I love y'all. Thank y'all for the night. Appreciate you. And Mr. Simba, finally good to see your motherfucking ass. That's right. I'll tell you that right now. Because your ass don't be coming. I'm glad you came tonight, though. I
I
know
had to
that's
back
right.
up one time for the one time.
That's right. Don't be putting your phone on mute. I like to hear what the hell you got to say. But thank you so much, D. Because I know you started off just
You're
listening.
welcome. Yeah.
Thank
Oh
you,
no,
God, people.
I'm gonna appear more. Have
No,
more
no,
insight.
listen.
My phone, I don't know what the heck. Well, I was driving too, so I guess like the
Wait,
dead
wait.
zone.
And guess what? I couldn't see you while you were driving, but I see you now. And I'm glad you're here. And guess what? It's been long overdue. Finally glad
Yes.
to meet you the way we supposed to meet.
Alrighty.
So by the way, everybody,
Yeah.
please follow them. Please follow them because guess what? These are great women who are doing great things.
Mhm.
For everyone in the conversation, in the comments, once again, if you drop me a line, I'll drop you back a line and I'll follow you and everything else like that. I don't mind talking to people about situations offline. But once again, we've been on here long enough. We thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. I'm going to say good night to everybody. God bless.
Adios.
That's right. Later, y'all.
I gotta learn how to work it. Hey, y'all. I'm just trying to tell you something real quick. I don't know how to turn this off, so I'm the only one on here. Hold on. We got somebody. What? Oh, all right. All right. Hasta mañana. Okay. I don't think it worked. Girl, get this goddamn thing from me. Oh. Who the fuck? That's your phone. Yeah, they ain't mad. You still on there. Hey.